Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We're looking at the Hammerhead gunship. The info from the Q&A that went up with lots more about the ship. The Hammerhead excels at being a mobile defense ship and keeping steady, or at least providing smooth movement to help the turrets stay trained on their targets. The Hammerhead is a defender, but a very aggressive one that believes the best defense against small ships is a good offense. The Hammerhead is very focused on its military combat patrol defense kind of role, and it isn't much in the way of modular. Don't expect to change it out of its role is what I'm saying, although you'll be able to change its weapons and systems around a bit. You're not going to be able to put loads of med bays or anything like that in there. All 6 of the turrets of the Hammerhead are manned turrets, which is slightly different from what we heard previously. That's 24 size 4 weapons. They are positioned to give firing solutions at pretty much any angle of the ship and be flexible, though most fire can be brought to bear at the front of the ship if you're focusing fire on a larger target. There are systems preventing you shooting your own Hammerhead with turrets as well. Destroying a turret will create an entry point on the ship as well, so you can blow a turret off. The turrets are relatively vulnerable if you got close enough to actually take one out. You will be able to man it with minimal crew, as you can with all ships technically, but in these situations, taking a smaller ship might be a better idea. You can, however, have some of the turrets run by AI modules. With the default loadout of the Hammerhead, you should be able to have 4 of the turrets run by AI blades. These are programmable for a range of tasks, including shooting incoming missiles or torpedoes, or firing at all enemy fighters, for example. They might be a bit more derpy than NPC crew, but you'll be able to switch systems out and upgrade the computer systems of your ship, which will control those AI modules. So there's certainly the potential that this will lead to having the Hammerhead have all 6 turrets AI controlled for specific tasks or whatever, using these AI blades, as long as you upgrade the computers and put the actual systems in. The AI modules aren't going to be as flexible as an NPC crew, and for best results you want a full player crew if possible. The default items on the Hammerhead are military grade C items, which means they're very powerful, basically high output, but normally expensive to repair, and can have quite a high IR and EM signature. The stock power plants from the ship can handle the needs of the ship running in combat, and with all 24 size 4 stock laser cannons firing. You should be able to change the stock missile racks as well for more smaller missiles or larger ones, even a smaller amount of torpedoes. In terms of combat, in rock, paper, scissors, the Hammerhead excels at killing small targets like fighters and bombers, but is likely to struggle against more dedicated anti-capital ship ships like the Retaliator, who try to fight outside its effective range and are more agile. The hole in the centre of the Hammerhead is an artist design choice, but also a design choice in general. It reduces the ship's mass, helping the Hammerhead move faster. The ship is more nimble than a Polaris, in fact. The head of the Hammerhead does have some extra internal reinforcement, which allows it to basically be a bit better at ramming, although I doubt you ever want to be in a situation where you're ramming a ship or have to ram a ship, although it has a better option if it does need to ram something, or get rammed, I suppose, as well. The ship has a small living quarters with the bunk room as well. It's designed for combat over comfort, though. The ship can be refueled by Starfarer. The quantum fuel tank of the ship is of a medium size. This is because the Hammerhead isn't supposed to be this super long-range vessel. It's for patrolling systems and protecting larger ships, and it will work much more effectively in a fleet or from a home base that's nearby. The Hammerhead is on concept sale until the 11th of December. Every month we give away a ship. For December, it's the massive Orion mining vessel donated by our featured org, Self-Made, an organisation looking at all types of gameplay with kind of a lawful, neutral stance and focusing on developing yourself as an individual and as a player in the verse and not being a dick. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that Orion is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and then comment on any of my Star Citizen videos during that particular month. So December's this particular month. Any questions for me about the Hammerhead, about any of the other concept sales, about Alpha 3.0, about the PTU, Star Citizen's development in general, chuck them in the comments below. A special thank you to my Patreons who allow me to create the amount of content I do. If you're interested in becoming one of them, you can find the links to Patreon below, as well as everything else we've talked about. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help me, and I'll see you in the verse.